How you doing, folks? Now we're at Fayette County High School today for their off-season football workouts. Right behind us, they are conducting their dynamic warm-up, then they're going to head to the weight room. And also, we have the pleasure of talking with Coach Thompson of AIP. So if you want some great strength and conditioning information, stick around for this episode. We'll see you in a minute. What's up, folks? We got Coach Ronnie here.
Coach Wesley, Mr. Quitter Commit.
And we are with the Strength Coach Talk Show YouTube channel. Our job is to inform, educate, and motivate for Coach Harvey. Now we are at Fayette County High School with our man, Coach Thompson of AIP.
My buddy, my partner.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So what happens today is you're gonna learn strength conditioning AIP style. Coach Thompson's gonna be here in a minute, and we're gonna get it going. So we will see you then.
All right. All right, we're here at Fayette County High School with Coach Thomas, AIP Performance. Coach, you took over this program independently, and you was challenged with getting these kids ready for the upcoming season. What was your overall goal, and what were you trying to accomplish in a short period of time?
I took it over with the mindset of, with anything, is first attacking the mental state of mind as far as how we approach everything that we're going to do. Attention to detail, make sure that we give 100% to everything that we do, and ultimately we want to have that competitive edge. All right. And like I say, that starts up top, and that's one of the main things. I want to make sure that we come in and impose our will, not only on the kids, coaches, and so everything, as long as they see the coaches and everything doing the same thing, opposing with, it becomes a culture, it becomes a state of mind. So that's one of the biggest things I wanted to make sure that I implement. I was working on an 8-week program, and so I knew we had to unlearn to relearn the kids.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, Coach, now I got a question for you. What exactly does AIP stand for?
Good question. So me and my business partner, Coach Lou.
Coach Lou, what's up, man?
Man, we decided to come together and work together because something about our energy and how we connect. I mean, it was poetry. So what we decided to do is say, hey man, let's come together. But now the biggest thing was we had 2 companies already previously set, so now we had to come up with a name. Spent all day, spent probably a few days trying to figure out what we wanted to come up with.
Right.
And it was plain and simple. We understood that everything that we did, we was always supporting kids. Everything that we do, we try to make sure each client that we have, we was attending the game. I don't care if it was soccer, golf, swimming, whatever it was. We wanted to make sure we showed the kids that we were there at least one time for their performance. And so what we decided to realize is that, man, everything that we do, we're all in. With us, it's all or nothing. There's no half step, and we're not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So we decided, man, let's just keep it simple, man. All in performance, and there it is, man. That's how we came up with the name. You know, we overthought it for so long. Sometimes simplicity is best.
Absolutely. See, this is my partner right here. This is my buddy. Okay. So all in performance and either quit or commit is basically the same thing.
It's the same thing, man. Different words, same goal.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Coach. And I know you've had experience working with professional athletes, collegiate athletes, and high school athletes as well. Talk a little bit about what's the difference in actually coordinating a program for those athletes that are at different levels in their career.
I think when I'm tasked with developing a program, a lot of times I have to first see what is my window, how much time do I have? Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you are creating an efficient program, all right, that's catered towards that athlete based on their experience, based on the knowledge that they already have. You know, we talk about it all the time. I know, Coach say, he doesn't really prefer the pros because at the end of the day, what it is, you say that they already know what they want. So sometimes it's hard to really implement what it is that you feel they need best because they already have a state of mind. Whereas, high school, it's almost like develop a toddler. Right? You can teach them, you can implement your progressions, your thought process, how you was taught, and what you feel works best. So you're able to mold that baby, into the athlete that you want them to be.
All right.
Sounds good. So, Coach, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So you have this equipment in here. We know this is a power sport, right?
Right. You
walk in here tomorrow, equipment gone. How do you continue to develop power, and how do the people in the audience continue to develop power?
It's funny that you say that. Man, I started off in my garage. From the garage, we call it parking lot. People was parking lot training.
Yeah, that's right.
So I've seen some of my best results just that alone. And so what that has done is it helped me to be able to be creative with understanding what the muscles are used for, how I can make sure that I enhance everything that I'm trying to do. And so with that being said, man, you cannot get away from power, speed, or strength, whatever it is, without balance and stability. I'll start off there. A lot of single leg isolation exercises, train the movement. If I know I got a football player, I understand what they need best working with. I understand that like single leg exercises because as you're running with, nobody runs on 2 legs.
Absolutely.
Nobody jumps on 2 legs.
Yeah.
So I know if I could focus on enhancing that movement, enhancing that muscle, at the end of the day, I don't need all the fancy equipment. You know, the fancy equipment is just another tool. It helps enhance what I already know and what I already do.
Yeah, yeah. So, Coach, let me ask you this, and I know you're an independent contractor or whatever the case may be. AIP is an independent entity, okay? When you're working with athletes that participate in multiple sports, give me your philosophy and how you look at strength and conditioning from an athlete that is inundated with participation in multiple sports.
Well, with that being said, this is a couple of factors that you got to take into consideration with that. Number one, what is their school program like? What is their strength and conditioning program? Is it efficient? Is it how much do I really have to do? Why are they coming to me?
Absolutely.
You know, so when I try to say that I'm nothing more than a supplement to your already existing program. So with that being said, if I know that they have an efficient strength and conditioning program, now I'm able to slow it down, focus on some of the small things with functionality, mobility, you know, focus on those small muscles and injury prevention.
Right.
I don't have to go through my power cleans, my heavy loaded back squats, because I know they're already doing that. I don't want to be counterproductive.
Right.
Now, take it to the flip side. If I know they're in a program that doesn't have necessarily a experienced weight coach, you know, we say football coaches and weight coaches. We have football coaches who do weight coaching.
Right.
We have weight coaches who do football. Right? It's not always the same. It's not always the same concept, same philosophy. So with that being said, I understand what they're doing. I always ask. In the perfect world, I will always try to have a relationship with the coach, so that way I know what's going on.
And we're working together for the benefit of the kid.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, the ultimate goal, if we can work to the benefit of the kid, that makes your team better. All right. And so with that being said, I understand that some kids may need that extra help, because understand, when they're lifting in a group setting, realistically, it's hard to really be as efficient as you would like to, because you got to take into consideration proper technique.
Yes.
There's no getting stronger without proper technique. All you're doing is increasing your chances for injury. And so if we can slow it down, understand, hey, let me pull this kid to the side, let me get him some extra training on the side. Now we can really enhance. It's the same thing like football.
Right.
You know, you practice with your team, you in school, you only allowed a certain amount of hours with your coach. But you know you need those extra reps. So what do? You go hire a receiver coach. You go hire a DB coach. And it works when you guys are all in symmetry together, because now it's the same terminology, it's the same verbiage, and what you're trying to do is instill how you would like for that kid to perform. So that way, as you affect one, you affect all.
Yes, yeah. So y'all see why this is my partner in the profession, you know what I mean? I got a lot of respect for this guy, man. He one of the best that do it. So, Coach, let me ask you this. I want to give you the opportunity to tell all the people, why should they look to AIP Performance for their individual strength and conditioning training and anything in a group setting?
Well, like I say, I take it back to what the question is for, you know, how did you guys come up with AIP? What does AIP stand for? One thing you can count on, when you guys come to AIP, we're going to give it our all right? We're going to understand what are your goals, what are you trying to accomplish, all right? We're going to come up with a plan. We're going to execute that plan, all right? We're going to hold you accountable as well as you guys going to hold us accountable, all right? It's not a one-sided relationship. It has to work both ways. So that's one thing that you can get with this understanding. Because at the end of the day, my best marketing tool is making sure that the client is reaching all their goals and becoming as efficient as possible. So hey, we got mutual interest. So I mean, that's one thing that you can trust. All right, you don't have to be the best of friends. Right. Because you don't come from me for a friendship. Absolutely. You don't come to me to talk about your problems. All right. You know, although there's a form of psychology when it comes to training. So you got to understand there is a happy medium. There's a balance with that. But understand that at the end of the day, giving you my best makes you your best. And that goes out. That's the all-in performance. All right. There's no better marketing tool than that.
All right, Coach. Now, at the end of the show, we always ask the audience a question of the day. All right, so we're gonna put you on the spot. All right, it's your camera, it's your audience.
Yeah.
What is your question of the day?
And my question to all athletes, we'll start with football, okay? My question to you is, what have you done to become as efficient as you can to reach the next level? What is your goal? What are you doing to take those steps and making sure that you're accomplishing those goals in the least amount of time as possible?
All right, Coach, you know we're going to keep it 100 all the way solid, all the time. This is your opportunity now. Tell us what you're selling. Tell us your products. Tell us everything. You know, tell the people how they can find you and what are you offering to the community.
Like I said, Coach Vaughn with AIP Performance. You can find us at A_I_Performance.
Yeah.
Also, AIP_Vaughn, AIP_Lou. All right. You can find us there on social media. And thing we got going on right now, we got a camp with a nonprofit called Successful Student Athletes Youth Football Camp. We hold it every year at Fayette High School and really start teaching the kids what's your plan after football. One thing about it is football has to come to an end.
At some point.
We used to start trying to start in high school, but we realized in the high school and college the kids are already set.
Right.
So now we say, okay, we'll start at a younger age and give kids other opportunities to understand that, hey, you can make it in life outside of football.
Absolutely.
We use football, we use football as a tool. All right. But at the end of the day, football is not who you are.
Yep.
All right. Because if you have a plan, man, at the end of the day, whether you're trying to play football, whether you're just trying to be successful in life, we try to implement that in the camp. We got the camp going on right now, July 9th through the 13th. But like I say, we hold it every summer, ages 7 through 13, Fayette High School.
Yep. Hey, y'all follow. If y'all not following Coach Thompson, if you're not following AIP Performance, go follow these guys right now. Real solid dudes. Very professional guys. And there's not a whole lot of people that I endorse or support, but I love this guy right here. Right.
No doubt.
All right, folks, we're coming back at you. We have the leader of this ship right here, the leader. We have Coach Davis. Coach Davis is the head football coach of Fayette County High School. Now, Coach, how long you been doing this?
I've been doing it 30 years. Actually, 24 years of high school and 6 years of collegiate coaching. So 30 years.
So at some point you realize this is it for you. This is my passion.
Yes.
When did that happen? When did that occur?
It actually happened right after playing at the collegiate level. Once I finished playing there and I saw how the coaches made an impact on my life, and so I said, you know what, I want to make an impact on these young men's lives that I come in contact with. So at that time I knew then, I said I want to coach, and I want to coach as long as I could to make a difference in the young men that I coach. Okay?
This is your time to tell us all about Coach Davis, the plug, Fayette County High School, to tell all the parents why they need to move in this district and bring their kids and let you leave their kids to greatness, right?
All right. Hey, one thing about Fayette County High School is Fayette County High School is a program that works from the inside out. We're not all about football.
Right.
Nothing is all about football. One day football is going to be over. That ball's going to stop bouncing. They're going to have to live their life. So my big thing is we have two things. We have a goal and we have a purpose. Our goal is to win games. There's no doubt about it. We're trying to win a state title. But our purpose is to make young men be the best men they can be. So one day they're going to be a father. One day they're going to be a daddy. They're going to be a husband. They're going to have to live life. So we're teaching them those goals about and those characteristics of doing that, so that when they leave Fayette County, they can actually call back. That's the biggest blessing I have.
Yeah.
If the guys to call back and say, Coach, I heard what you were saying. It's helping me in my life, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. So you come to Fayette County, or you're part of Fayette County Tigers, that's what you get. And we're going to win some games. Trust me. That's going to happen. But in the meantime, character is big with us.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Davis, we appreciate you opening your house and letting us in.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations and good luck on the upcoming season.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything.
Man, Coach, we had fun out here or what?
Man, we had a ball, man. We had a ball, man. It was good being in the weight room with the kids again, hearing the barbells and the plates clang and bang. Kids didn't even have bumper plates. They don't know the difference.
No doubt. So we gotta give thanks to Coach Thomas.
Coach Thomas.
Okay. And Coach Davis.
Coach Davis, yeah.
You want to give a shout out to some folks.
Fayette County, thank you guys for having us. Fayette County High School, we appreciate you guys opening your doors and letting us into your house. If your kids are under the leadership or the tutelage of Coach Thomas and Coach Davis, you couldn't have your kids under better men. So great community here. We had fun. And we look forward to the next one, Coach.
No doubt. So once again, folks, this is the Strength Coach Talk Show YouTube channel. And before you leave us, make sure you like, share,
and subscribe.
Have a good one.
All right.